We were
That's
discussing the possibility of some funky stuff happening. Gas cans, head on a swivel, decide to drop Sev just to be sure.
It's interesting here, though, because Fiumba and Akreshe down on Sosnovka, if Oath go in thinking that one of these teams is gas cans, then, I mean, on that circle, I don't expect them to, but this could be a little bit of a misread, right? If they try and punish this early and then they over-invest in making sure that what they think is gas cans falls, it could bite them in the ass.
Yeah, well, let's see. I mean, they don't even have to necessarily invest early, right? I mean, they can get their looting done, take their time, and just, I mean, this could just be a bridge camp scenario.
Yeah, I was going to say, with this circle, it kind of changes that dynamic, right? There's no real time constraints to make sure this team behind you falls or to you know, take matters into your own hand, because now they're in circle one. Ultimately, you know, you got to expect that if circle two posts up and Sosnovka's not in it, then Oath are thinking, well, these guys have got to leave the island now. Like, they have to come to us.
Just looking at them on the mini map, Oath is making their way into military base, so I think they should probably figure out that gas cans is not there.
Well, you say that, but then
I mean, yeah.
the mind games come into play, right? It's like, well, the Oath are then thinking, well, actually, what if they saw us drop? What if they're conscious of this? What if they're... Do you know what I mean? Like, it becomes such a huge time investment to clear out this space if you actively want to go and pressure them. I think it gets to maybe, you know, the 6 or 7 minute mark if nothing else happens, and Oath maybe give up on that dream. But the fact of the matter being, right now, gas cans and Oath are on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah.
But only one of them is in the circle.
Yep. And that is once again, your two candidates for grand champion of this whole ESL thing. As we see Oath doing their looting, driving around, taking their time. No real hurry, no real pressure. As you said, they are inside the circle. As gas cans has probably got a little bit more of a difficult time. So I'm not sure, you know, I've watched a lot of scrims. I've watched a lot of, you know, different stuff like that. I'm not sure the last time I've seen gas cans play from the north. So I don't know what their tracking is. I don't know. I mean, I assume that they do research and they know kind of what's going on up here and where people like to play, but
I'm glad you asked that question, though, because this is almost like an audible, right? So you kind of have to flip around and say, actually, what are the usual problems we face getting into a circle from our spot? And none of those factors are now present for gas cans. So, yes, they're going to have a general idea of who drops where, but in terms of knowing how those central teams, and I'm talking about, you know, Veritas, 22, potentially Versus, and then Troglodytes over to the west as well, over in Georgia Pole. How do they play these, you know, southwest circles? Where do they go towards on milli circles? What are their rotation paths? All of these other things, you know, if it's not there in the forefront of your memory because you're dealing with it every second game, it could come a crop for you.
And you also throw in that additional wild card factor that TSM did that Stalber Kamishki alt drop. So not in South Georgia as they normally are. And you can see them already starting to creep just a little bit closer. Luke 12 just hanging out on the bridge for the time being. Gas cans, I think, are served best by playing this slow and just kind of coming in with the circle, scouting out whatever they can, not trying to, you know, push further than they can scout. You know, the typical discipline things that you tend to get a little bit sloppier on whenever you're playing the same exact circles from the same exact drop point all the time. You know, they just have to be a little bit more careful this time around. Yeah, diligent. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. While Sonics have made their way out of Pochinki up to Pochinki Hill, we've got Versus just down to the south. You can see Veritas also making their way into the north side of Pochinki, where SSG is coming in from the east. So Pochinki already looking to be a little bit of a hot spot. Dodge going to the hills as well as we check in with Young Kings. Take nothing away from Young Kings. They have had one hell of a weekend here. 3 wins in a row is not something you're likely to see very often. Not in this not in this lobby, not in this format.
Absolutely. And again, let's talk about earlier and listening to that Publix interview of what they were going to bring today, right? And it was it was good to see them start off, make it a late game again. And like I said, I mean, the more often you get yourself to phase 8, right? There's going to be those games where the stars align, and that game then becomes just you can say default win, really. Ooh, and one gets a first tag, but no follow-up just yet. We'll take a tie-up. Vegas will respond, but it's difficult, really. And I mean, you potentially here, obviously, anybody below gas cans wins this game. They still come away with the victory here. But it's that kill count that obviously can, I guess, leave them short, really. Because gas cans is 2 kills behind them, right? That's minus a win. So again, if you're projecting that gas cans are going to win this, you're going to say it's well, even by Young King standards, right? It's 2 or more kills. So
yeah. I mean, if I'm Young Kings, I'm thinking, let's try to be as active as we can, try to get as many kills as we can. We'll try to third party if it's possible. Maybe not so much thinking about the win, although this circle, they're sitting pretty okay. As far as the circle goes, so win maybe not completely out of the question. As we see Oath, looked like they were hanging around on the bridge. Didn't look like, I think they were trying to spot out if they were being camped more than they were thinking about doing a camp of their own. And then the shots from Young King is going to put a pause on their rotation here. Dignitas gets a creep in. So, Space Station actually didn't stretch all the way down here as I thought they would. There's no chance. Well, it wouldn't be no chance if they weren't just blindly sending it in to the compound in the top of Pochinki. They'll take flat top. Veritas looks like they'll dip on out of there. And no chance we'll get a place to call home for the time being. Not a bad spot if you can get it either.
We haven't lost a single player yet. I think the first time tonight, right?
Yeah.
If Circle 1 closes, I think it'll be the first time tonight. I think we've lost a couple of bodies ahead of time, but this will be the first one. I'm pretty sure if we see a Circle 2 with 64 alive, the first of the evening.
Fiumba's doing a bridge camp. Why not?
Why the hell not?
Fiumba just hanging out there, just in case anybody decided to come over. Maybe they maybe they've had some words with gas cans. Who knows? Just in case. Unfortunately, they'll be camping just a whole lot of nothing as TSM going to be moving in just to the south of Chopsticks. They are the furthest west team that we have in the circle.
They were the furthest north and east.
That's that Kamishki Stalber rap for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the way through. Gas cans have now made their way in with the blue just on ruins. They keep going. They'll run into Trog, and look at that. Okay. Get a nice little Pochinki circle for the boys. No chances spreading out a little bit. Veritas looks like they're going to try to pull in their 2-2 split. Pochinki a little bit closer. Sonics, meanwhile, still on Pochinki Hill, and they've sent it down to the warehouse as well. Gas cans hanging out in the yellows just to the south of ruins. Got to decide where they want to go. If you're gas cans, do you just kind of play the edge here, or do you try to work a little bit further in?
Hey, I like playing waves here. I like them holding on to all this terrain kind of west of mini Pochinki at least. There was an opportunity for them to make a straight shot, but again, okay. Rusty does get clapped out of the vehicle, actually. I was going to say, there's Circle 2 is always a tricky one. Like, if you commit to Pochinki in Circle 2, which, I mean, Veritas were their Circle 1, so that's kind of a null point for them. But no chance in Troglodytes kind of I guess, gravitating that way now, it's concerning. Or at least it can be.
See TSM picking the pocket of Versus. I'll take our tray as the rest of Versus makes their push into the western side of Pochinki. You can see them in that forest green. Although, well, it doesn't look like they're in for any good spot here as they're going to get ripped apart by Veritas and Sonics. Meanwhile, look at Oath. 303. Been just kind of vibing down here on the edge. I think Oath has figured it out as now Versus has pulled in. Veritas will try to take the shots. JR will get one. Grappo will get cleaned up by Shrimzy. JR will pull away for the time being. It looks like Versus will get at least 2 into this building and stay alive for the foreseeable future. But Veritas looks like they are kind of, well, what do you do if you're Oh, Danny will just take the shot. Okay. T-Plants down. Not flushed yet, though.
Jube still up. But you gotta feel like it's a matter of time at this point. See the utility gonna get invested here. But none of it going upstairs.
Well, they had, I think JR was sending his from the other side into the upstairs part, but the bars on the window proving to be a formidable opponent for Ethan and Danny G. But they have spotted him out. Yep, there you go. Ethan will land it through the bars. Never mind, bars. Who cares about bars?
Bars. It's not like it's tarp.
Yeah, that is true. We all know tarp, most non-permeable thing in the universe. Tickleton going to come up here and try to get a win, but 303 making it just the most annoying thing ever.
That's from so far away as well.
It really
Look
is.
at it.
Tig took all that time to get up there just for him to go down at the last second. Stone Storm, I'm going to send a few over there. Look at, but I mean, again, Oath still creeping on the south side there. What's up?
I just saw somebody from Oath shooting. Okay, this is where it gets kind of dicey now.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. Sonics maybe want to get back together. 303 already hopping in vehicles. And yeah, Mime's going to go ahead and I presume join Tig. Maybe pick up Tig and go down to Shrimzy even.
Well, that's the thing. The barn is kind of it's a play that says, right, we're here now, we're staying here, regardless of what happens, right?
I'd like it a lot better if they were on the hills, but
yeah,
looks like that's what they're going to try to do. Fiumba trying to make their way in. They're going into the eastern Pochinki fields, not even sending it for the hills here. They're sending it for the city.
That's a bold strategy.
And they're going to run right into Veritas again. As actually Veritas going to be repositioning in the midst of that crash. So Fiumba actually gets away with it, and they'll be safe, as you said, for now. But how long will Pochinki stay in this? That's the question we're all waiting to find out. Young Kings coming from the south side. They see Oath rotating just off to their west and will straighten out just a little bit. Sonics with the 2 on the top of the hill are about to have a lot of company, you feel like.
Yeah, I think so. And this is, I would say, overstaying their welcome, really. I mean, yes, Shrimzy got a foothold inside. Nobody really should be crashing barn at this point, right? I mean, you got to look towards teams like Akrashe, Dignitas, and Dodge, who, you look at the kill feed, are getting into it right now, over towards C9 dip. They're the ones that really don't have much to hold on to on the edge here. And look at this, the knocks, the flushes. Dignitas going to lose 2. This is really... Okay, Punaj just claps back. VHC will fall.
Dignitas was just holding the edge down here. Crochet just makes the long wrap and runs right into him. And Dignitas ends up paying the price. Is now Dodge just going to third party onto this. Should be fairly easy. As a nice Molotov right onto KSH as he's going for that res. No, sir, you are done. And Honey Badger will clean up the entire squad. But can he do the same for Dodge? No, Lampalot is going to find him, immediately takes him down. Punaj will go down as well. Dignitas gets taken out. And now Dodge has complete control over the southeastern part of this circle.
Yeah, total freedom. And we'll be able to I guess actually stabilize here, get a good read on where they want to approach next. And yeah, I was going to say, on the other side of that, southeast looking good, northwest looking even better. Look at the spread from gas.
Once again, gas cans and Oath are oh my goodness, we're getting
look at that spread from gas.
Circle.
Look at that spread from gas. It's fantastic.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now they just gotta, regroup and
now they got to just find that much space inside this next circle. It's not that hard, right?
No, easy peasy. That should be fine. RDS gonna reposition the rest of the no chance boys a little bit deeper into Pochinki. Now that circle has popped, they're gonna be backfilled by 22. Vinny and Raji Wow leading the way. Let's say I was giving a little bit hard on 22 earlier. I was saying Hayes 10. I went and took a look at the stats. Raji Wow has actually been stepping up this tournament as well, and been a pretty decent shotgun rider for Hayes 10. So usually it's one of those two. You get Raji Wow or Biznaga or Vinny. One of those guys will step up. This time around, it's going to be Raji, and unfortunately for 22, it hasn't really amounted to a whole hill of beans in the end in terms of the leaderboard goes. But good news for that team going forward that they can that Hayes has somebody he can rely on to come through and step up with him as we check in with gas cans on that northern side and Oath on the southern side.
Yeah, I don't know how actually. How is that vehicle burning? Finna leaving it very late to get out of it. Bale will actually find the knock. That will weaken Dodge, who, yes, have to make this transition in. Will find themselves something inside the next circle, but Oath now, with a man advantage and the high ground, expect them to potentially pressure this even further.
Well, if Oath can get more kills than Sonics and jump Sonics to fourth, then it doesn't matter what gas does. So Oath really destiny in their own hands here, and I think they realize that as they do the wrap push onto Dodge, see if they can maybe take advantage of them being one down. Gas cans, meanwhile, just nothing on the north side, all to themselves. Why not?
Like I said, they just got to find as much space as they had in the previous circle, and they've done just that. Yes,
it's unbelievable.
It's as simple as that, guys.
Unbelievable. All the way to flat top, nothing, just nothing on the north side.
This is a frustrating one. If you, again, whatever happens here, you watch this back as Oath with what I'm assuming was intended at the start to then see gas cans in phase 4.
Just get all this freedom.
Look at the north side of Pochinki as well. 22 are the closest to them. They have access to flat top, like you said, Prio, Church,
everything.
This is wild.
Anything
this is going to come hard south.
Want.
Hard south, please. Come on.
No way. No, hard south.
You got to be kidding me, man. You have got to be kidding me.
Well, if you're a gas cans fan, things looking pretty nice. Pretty tasty right now as we get a dead-on Pochinki circle. Oath will get another kill off of Dodge, but won't manage to get the second or third knock there. As Vegas will be flushed out here. That should give them 2, but Sonic's still in it. They have taken over Barnes. Barnes barely in. They're getting harassed by 303. But you can keep an eye on that kill counter right there. If Oath can jump Sonics in that 4th place spot again, they'll take it. And Gas just sending it. You have the entire north side.
Well,
why?
Well, this is awkward, isn't it? They have the free pick of about 19 buildings, and I mean, this is a play this is a play for just getting in the city, right?
Sure, I guess.
Prio block is open, like Church. Like we already talked about how much space they have on the north side here.
North 6 even? I mean, is it like just to the south of the flat top? Okay, here we go. Shrimsy gonna get taken down as they try to make a move here. Mime by himself in there. Ooh, don't get hit by that mini. Diggleton's still left behind in the barns. So even if Mime does go down, Sonics will still be alive. That insurance policy of Tig. But TSM actually backfilling over towards Church, right where Gas was playing. We'll see how Oath decides to get in here, but there's, oh man, where do you go? I guess right into the side. Okay.
No.
That's,
oh, no
that's
way.
Not a good way to start it. Now Relo's going to go down to the Molly. Lampalot and Hella Senpai will stretch out here to try to see if they can finish them. Relo will go down. Snakers low. Kickstart does get flushed. Balefrost still up. Snakers gets the heal off. Lamp is down. Hella Senpai working through the smoke will send the shot, the flashbangs. No other utility. Hella Senpai on fire though. We'll have to pull away. I think he survives that. Yes, he does. Just barely. Relo is resable here, and I think Balefrost. Okay, Snaker's going to go for it while Balefrost just holds the smoke line. They've somehow managed to get 3 in. That was danger.
That's heartbreaking for Kickstart as well. He gets knocked on the pull up, and then the Molly comes over and confirms it. If they can stabilize and keep 3 up, it's not the end of the world. They're at least in this circle now. I've just said that before the circle popped, so obviously they're not going to be.
Oh boy,
as good as.
They're the building. The building just off to
the bathroom
to the
is in. The bathroom in Relo's building is in.
Yeah,
that's downstairs, right? It's downstairs on that side.
Well, to be fair, Young King's pushing further into Pochinki, so they're leaving room for Oath to backfill here, and not really giving any pressure. This is 40 alive, Hypoc, in the city. This is going to come down. This is going to come down to like 20 something alive in Circle 9, isn't it? And it's just going to be a 27 smoke, 27 FPS extravaganza for the win. And this is the exact type of situation where a team like Oath or a team like Gas Cans who are playing from the edge could just it basically puts everybody on a level playing field because everything sucks for everyone. Speaking of which, TSM going to try to crash into No Chance. Will lose 2, but they get Alo and Purdy in. While the Nets of No Chance, yep, they get to stay alive. Oh man.
Sorry, I'm looking at Tigleton actually cross the field right now. You can see it just on the minimap.
he's been spotted by execs, I think.
Oh no.
But look at the longest smoke line. The longest smoke line I've ever seen in my life.
He's gonna make it.
He actually makes it. Oh no! But he gets he got behind the door.
They have no more smokes. You can't smoke him in.
Oh no. Oh, you gotta get that. You've gotta get that res. Okay. Sharp shot, gonna find 22. He's gonna get Biznaga. But this is basically how this is going to play out for the next few minutes. You got to think. I mean, one guy will get popped here and there.
No way. JR just sent a second nade. He just sent a second nade.
JR got the re-knock. Okay, Oath has made it in on the south side. There's nobody on these southern buildings except for Sonics and Veritas. So Oath actually in a decent spot, and they get the res again. Sonics still in it. They are in survival mode at this point. Troglodyta's going to clear out a little bit of No Chance there. A couple of good knocks coming from across the way. Back to back, really. RDS, I believe, should be able to get these reses. There's no, you're not pushing that. Or are you? Troglodyta's using that as a chance to open up an opportunity to move into the building. Looks like Sonic's going to take some shots over in that direction as well. And oh my god.
Oh my god. I mean, if Troglodytas make it in here, like, essentially nobody dies on this circle.
I have no idea who's going to win this thing. To be fair, Oath actually not in the worst position. On the south side,
they've got breathing space.
They've got
all you can ask
They've
for.
got, everybody's on the other side of the street. Nobody's going to be crossing the street to try to take that fight. Trog ends up pushing into No Chance. They'll get the knock again. He'll demo Trying to go for something. Nicely pushed by Cable. Now Exec's the last one up. Waiting for the push to come through. Sees Cable, will get it. Cable will get the flush on the kill demo, but ends up going down in the process. Execs wants to go for this res so bad, but look at this. Gas cans.
Straight through the window. No way.
Through. Oh! Come on, second chance, second chance. Execs goes down. They clear out each other. A combination of Molotovs. And they end up going down. Gas cans. I think they see the kill feed. I'm not sure if they've read what has happened exactly. Ooh, Hikerman gets spotted out by Vinny. I think he should be resable though. Oath meanwhile. Oh, SzylzEN. The follow-up grenade gonna finish out Relo, and now Oath down to 2.
It's becoming harder and harder here, and I think you're right. Adam should be able to get this res here onto Hikerman, although the timing, it's tough.
This is...
It means they're kind of stuck in lodge here. It's only Vinny to hold down on the north side, though. Look at this space that gas cans have once again. The entire block is open to them.
Everybody pushing in. Or at least the teams that would have pushed in all eliminated each other on the edge here.
I'm just going to say it, though. Young Kings, with just as much space on the other side, still alive, still at 4.
I mean, Fiumba has 4 up in the dead center as well.
SSG,
TSM still with 2 in the dead center. Mime still alive for Sonics, so he's they've been able to get another kill to add to their total. Oath now 3 behind, but they're down to 2. If Oath
no way.
Oh my goodness,
that cuts Young Kings out.
It was gonna have to cut somebody. In this case, it's gonna have to be Young Kings. They've had this split going for a while though, so they should have pretty good information about what's going on around them. The problem is everything's going on around them. There is no clear spot to move to. That
cross from Triple Mansion is just, it's obscene. It is so horrible. With SSG where they are, with Fiumba where they are, look at it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing they've got going for them is Fiumba don't look like they're committing a whole lot of resources to looking over in that direction. They got, I think, Emmy is the only one really looking over in that direction.
I feel like Young King's best bet, like, 10 seconds ago, wrap north. Like, they have no, it doesn't look like they have the info, but they're very late. They are very late. Even now, if they get smokes down, Fiumba and SSG in a position to hold them.
And you got the additional problem of the snake. Okay, there you go. Open up a door. Uncivil going to go down. So Young Kings making that push. They've got the smokes lined down, but how much of a problem is Hello Senpai going to be? Pavlex will get traded out by Roth. Roth will have to go prone. Stay alive a little bit longer. He does. They're going for the res here. Hello Senpai sees it. Hello Senpai gonna get another one. Can he get all 3 of them? Yes, he can. Hello Senpai, the snake ruining Young King's game. Yo, why? Cause the last one up, hiding in the smoke cloud.
Just like that. Young Kings,
and he's gonna
absolutely decimated. Look at that. Hello Senpai falls. Waika's down to Emmy. And we're down to 8 teams.
19 alive in phase 9.
Now. Look
said 20. I was off by 1.
Look at it. Gas cans versus YK. Look at it. It's 1 kill ahead.
Yeah, and gas cans.
Gas cans in a god spot.
If they can win this game, they have, probably about the dot is going to end right there on that little patch of open ground in between gas cans and TSM. But gas cans has a wall. Ooh, Oath gonna lose Balefrost.
Oh no, that's the Snake has got to get the 3 kill solo now.
He's got to get 3 kills solo. Mime all by himself, though, still in it, but he's got to make his way across the street. Nice grenade from Snakers will push off a little bit. Hikerman's gone down for gas cans here. Not sure who got that knock. Balefrost will flush out or get flushed out by DraftKings. Vinny gonna be the one that's actually striking from the behind. He might have been the one that got the knock on Hikerman.
Yeah, he did.
So Snakes being huge players. There you go. Mime is taken down by Alo. Oath still with one in. Snakers needs to get 3 kills by himself to be sure. Otherwise, if Gas Cans manage to win this game, but that's still a lot of it asking for Gas Cans. SSG still up
Snakers
4.
down.
Snakers down, that's it. So Oath, the only way they can win this is if Gas Cans does not win. But their hands are... Their fortunes are in the hands of really SSG and Fiumba.
I mean, shout out Vinny, to be honest with you, because it brought Gas Cans to 2, and look at it now. We had to relinquish some of this control. Adam's going to fall here. Nikos, last man standing, tanking blue damage.
All hope not lost yet for Gas Cans, though. These are those crazy games where a solo, if they can just survive, might be able to win it.
He's getting the res.
He's going for the res.
No
He's going
shot.
for the res. TSM scrapping with Fiumba. Fiumba going to lose 1. Adam does go down. The grenade from Lobes going to flush him, as it is just all smokes, no FPS. We've made it to our top 4. SSG still 4 up. TSM still 2 up. Fiumba got 2, but they'll lose Emmy. Veritas has gone down. Nikos listening for footsteps, but how can you hear footsteps with that many smokes going on around you? He's taking damage from the blue. He's going to go down to the blue. No! The nades from TSM. Can they actually hop up? Can they get 3 wins? Can they take first place? I don't know who got it.
Fiumba!
Fiumba!
No way! Oh my god, what an ending, Poro.